Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, our mateys, once again it be a bit of the old-time piratey stuff. And it be showtime, R. I guess. I didn't make that work. I have failed you and feel shame. I am a terrible streamer. Terrible streamer. Let's see if that works. It works. Hi, guys. So, presets. Let's start with the preset that looks more like me than any of the other presets. I actually have that chest tattoo as well. Just wanted to be clear about that. I am masculine. So here we've got our skin color. I'm pretty much pasty white. Body shape. I am definitely more square than I am cut or skinny. Yeah, we're gonna go round boy. Skin details. Let's get as pasty white as we can, you know? Age, oh, definitely, we're already on the oldest, it seems like, so that could be appropriate. Head, yes, I have one of those. I'm fine with that look, gotta say. The eye color, it's not quite right. We'll go with one that's a little bit closer. Hair, we're so close. We definitely want, amazing how it's the white hair. There we go, now we're talking. Good. How about the, oh, got it very large. Come on, man, you gotta give me the mustache too with that. Can I have both? I guess maybe I can have both. Yes, I guess you can have both. So you have a separate slider for beard and mustache. That's interesting. And evidently for mutton chops. Whiskers. Oh, whiskers. No, I'm whiskerless, I think. Yeah, that's me for sure. Dead ringer. Eyebrows. I sort of have those. Not really. They already have my tattoo, so I don't know why I would even consider changing them. Makeup? I don't need makeup. I'm naturally beautiful. It can't be lens. It's too short. I can't play. I can't name my character Lens. Fine. One of my other names. Mouse and keyboard. Audio. Drop the volume down a little. Music a lot. Video is fine. I think we're ready to go. Why? Oh, escape. You're about to leave without applying changes. Did I not just make the changes, the volume? I did not. We want to apply those. There we go. We're going to play. This is a work in progress, by the way. It's a demo. It is a piratey survival game. Over the course of an extremely handsome character, an above average, dashing character. We'll go solo offline. We will create a new calm waters, an easy voyage, because I am a candy ass. Good evening to you, your dudeness. Easy. Enemy health modifier. There. Lower, lower, lower. Sure. Exploration. And her world nickname. Lensland, of course. We'll confirm. And in we go. Arr, mateys. Over the course of the last couple of years, I've become a fan of the survival genre. Played a lot of Nightingale. Really enjoy Nightingale. Dune Awakening, unsurprisingly, given how much I've streamed it over the course of the last 6 months. The year is it's the 18th century. The seas tremble with the roar of cannons and turn red from blood. The turning red from blood seems like it's a bit much. Edward Teach, and that is Blackbeard, proclaims himself king of the pirates of the West Indies. Rumors are spreading that he's struck a bargain with the devil himself and commands the dead. I command the dead. I demand you to dance. They're not dancing, but I command them. After crushing the British fleet, Teach turns his forces towards Tortuga, the last bastion of freedom and independence in the Caribbean. Or Caribbean. I'm not going to choose. You go with Caribbean or Caribbean, whichever you choose. Not looking for trouble, and with a couple of other poor souls in tow, you try to slip your fast ship through the blockade ring. But just a few days later, you wake up in your cabin and realize you're under attack. Your frigate cabin. You wake up, cabin floor, the clash of sabers. Your head is pounding. Well, it was rum last night, you know. Your vision swims. Check the back of my head. There's a big lump on the back of my head. Oh, things are not going well. Perhaps I've been betrayed by one of my crewmen, or more than one. The last thing you remember is the deck lurching under your feet as cannonballs hit the hull. Okay, well, maybe not. Damn, your ship is under attack. You need to get out of the cabin and see what's going on. Press 1 to draw my saber and cut my way out of the cabin. Oh, aye, mateys. Here we go. Can I put my boots on? Do I have my boots on? It looks like I have boots on. I got a hat. I think I like that hat better. And that's got gloves. That's my endurance, I'm assuming. Wreckage. Dr. Galen. Galen is a historical, I believe, Greek physician who came up with a whole bunch of the bullshit ideas they had about medicine. I be hungering. You can't see it under me head, but there's a little icon of an empty tummy that says hunger. Dr. Galen. Captain, I thought you died in the first broadside. Skip the details, Doc. How bad is it? Blackbeard pirates are boarding us. They're everywhere. Half the crew is dead, but some are still fighting. Go help the others. Perhaps you may yet turn the tide. Wouldn't be much a survival game if I did. He gave me coffee. A hard fight lies ahead. Your vision's still swimming. Drink some coffee to rouse yourself. That'd be way better, lads. Lasses. Break down the barricade. We got another barricade. We have another barricade. Kill a pirate. Okay. I killed him. Middle mouse button is a bit clumsy, but okay. He vanished. I ate him. He was delicious. Keep moving. I want to pull the trigger. Well, it doesn't look like I can keep moving that direction, so how about the direction that isn't on fire? Block 3 enemy attacks, right? I killed him. 'Tweren't nothing but slicing him up. That was required. There'll be a lot of bad pirate accenting. Doesn't look or feel bad. It's not like incredibly snappy combat right now, but again, work in progress, and we're just beginning. I found the artifact. It really was on the ship. Anchor down my throat. Something's definitely not right with this thing. Get the captain. He'll handle it. Which captain? Me, the captain, or Blackbeard? Off my ship, you dogs! Dogs are loyal. They're lovely and wonderful. I like the art style. What is that? At least they didn't go with the basically inescapable anime that everyone else goes with because it's cheap. Spry, aren't you? Consider yourself deposed, Cap. Take the artifact from him. That filth. It's eating him. Holy Mary, protect us! Devil, take it, Captain Richards. Not with your bare hands, you idiots. Throw the bodies overboard. We're leaving. Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Do I have to hit escape to close this, or? I'm gonna guess yes. Alright. Shooting requires bullets and gunpowder. Not in most games it doesn't. Hell, most games are you're using like a muzzle loader, or a breech loader, or a flintlock, and you can still go bang, bang, bang. Decorations increase your base's comfort. The higher your comfort, the stronger your rested buff will be. Use healing potions to restore health instantly in combat. Bandages work too, but they take long. I wake up on a deserted island. Made out of cakes and cookies? The waves must have washed you ashore. You remember the shot searing your chest. The bullet passed clean through, yet there's no trace. The wound is healed as if it never existed. Perhaps that magical dongle thing had a magical dongle effect on me. Yet your body from your heart to your fingertips is laced with patterns that shimmer with a cold light. Touching them hurts. You need to figure out where you are and why you're still alive. Alright, I'm half dead, quite literally. Islander, light the bonfire. Pick up a... Okay, that requires a stone axe, or better. Let's... I have a coconut! I have a lovely bunch of coconuts. Scallop. Scallops are delicious, but I've never been confident in cooking them. A couple of times I tried, they did not come out well. Let's see. Build a bonfire by strict construction mode. Request journal. Journal. Islander. Light the bonfire. Bonfire will be the heat for the camp. Pick a good spot with enough space around it for building structures. Get some logs. Got some. It's a coastal dodo. I've been called worse, I'll have you know. So there's a question mark. I'm assuming that's where they're suggesting I should build. My friend and Mod Vorpine played a little bit earlier and commented on his deaths from the boars. Fern? There was something I could pick up here. I saw it. Maybe he was just telling me that's a fern. Well, let's see. B. I can make a bonfire. I have build a cooking fire, press B, and then R and B to select a structure. Build a workbench. Oh, workbench. I need more woody bits. I need more wood. Log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. Scattered logs. More logs. What do I need? I need 5 wood. I have 3. Let's get out our sword, just to be on the safe side, you know, because you can never be too safe when you're wandering around on a deserted island. Hoping to not get killed by boars. Okay, we can sprint. Alright, well, we have enough now. We can sprint back to our fire. Yeah, we can sprint a decent ways before our stamina starts pooping out on us, so to speak. Build a cooking fire. Well, I built a fire. Built a bonfire. Is it something different? A cooking fire? Could very well be. There is. A cooking fire is made for cooking. We need 2 more pieces of wood. I didn't want to kill the dodo. Whoop. I didn't want to kill the dodos. They attacked me. I wasn't looking for trouble. No wonder they went extinct. They're dumb. Sorry to any actual dodos who happen to be watching. Unlikely as that is. We want to build a cooking fire. And now we have some meat that we can cook over it, theoretically at least. Oh, how about there? Build a tent. What do I need to build a tent? To build a tent, I need plant fiber and wood. So, that get me... That does get me plant fiber. Okay, just start chopping up plants and you get plant fiber. Who would have thought that? I mean, that's just revolutionary. Quit dodging my incredibly adept sword strokes. A tent, huh? I need more wood. I can assure you, as a man of my age, my wood is sufficient to all needs to date. I cannot predict future performance. Can I get more wood, please? Some more wood. Like one more freaking wood. I don't know. Can I chop down a tree? No, that's a ficus. I need a stone axe or better. Nice that it actually notifies you, rather than letting you start whacking on things and not having it work. I think I have enough now to build a tent. I do. I have a tent. Press E to set the revival point. I now have a revival point. Lone Star Wolf, good evening. Or possibly morning or afternoon. Let's see. Kill a boar and obtain its hide. Now, my understanding is there were multiple tiers of boar. I have no bullets or gunpowder, so we will stick with the old cutlass. Boars, evidently the sows. My friend Fort played a little earlier, and mentioned that the boars were sending him back to spawn point a couple of times. Mentioned that the sows were much easier. The boars were kind of bad news. That is a 3 shield bow. I think it was mentioning 3 stars. So I'm assuming that's the toughness of the enemy. So I would like to find, if possible, a delightful sow. Because I think a little sweet and sour sow would be just delicious. We've killed a couple of dodos already. There is what appears to be sort of a Mayan temple type deal, and a boar, but a male. Understanding is the males were bad. We're looking for a sow. It does say to kill a boar, but I think a female boar would count. Although that's actually a sow and not a boar. Meanwhile, I'll just be picking up wood as I go. I have a couple of Triton's horns. Those look like those might be edible. Peppers? Cayenne peppers. Well, we found something to eat. That's the good news. The bad news is we will be pooping fire. Okay, but that does give us the whole map. Give me just a second, please. I didn't even see what killed me. Hey, Kaneket. Thank you for feeding. I didn't even see what killed me. Because I had failed at the simple duty of muting my phone. Fire poop is the newest in ranged weapons? Yeah, maybe, but it's tough to aim. It was a piggy? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Thank you, Miss T. Welcome back. Yeah, oh, I hear something. Something angry? Something angry at me? Oh, it's a sow. Evidently those are much easier to kill. And yes, I did kill them. They don't make you do the, oh, you've got to skin them and pick up their meat and all that stuff manually. You just basically pick it up. Can I pick up the rest of the stuff from my dead body? I wonder if that was the one. Probably. The one that killed me, kellified me, kellificated me, murdered me. Because I had the bad taste to look away for a moment. Fight like a dairy farmer. How appropriate. You fight like a cow. You have another sow. I will take on the sow. And their giblets and whatnot. Cultivator Gamers got that reference. I'm gonna guess it's like a LeChuck game. Oh, and yeah, you didn't get the Comic Sans, so there you go. Least I could do. And pretty much literally the least I could do. I have to craft new boots. Boots, boots, boots. Well, it doesn't show up here. Does that show up in the build? No, the build is for building things. Coarse fabric. Oh, well, I don't see boots. And of course, fabric. That requires those. Been playing a butt ton of Hightail. I've heard good things about it. It says I'm hungry. I should probably eat a little something. Use the cooking fire. We've got peppers. I don't have that for bacon and eggs. Skewered meat. I can make a little... Or dodo broth. Let's make dodo broth. And I can eat a little dodo broth, presumably. I'm no longer hungry. You can't see the hungry is under my head. I think I can move my head... over there. I hope this will not cause too much disorientation for you, my friends. Islander, craft new boots. Okay. New discoveries available. What are those? I can now craft the following things. Okay, boots. Says boots. Maybe I just hadn't, like, clicked through. Create, refill, filter by rarity. Why is it not showing up here, then? Create, refill. Craft new boots. How? And this is for storage in beds. No, floors and walls. Yeah, this is for actually building stuff as opposed to just crafting things. So am I missing something here? So these are all common things. Lamps, fabric, rope, repair kit, stone axes. Well, we can definitely use a stone axe. And probably a stone pickaxe. Sooner or later, we're going to need those. Inventory, flagship adventure. Challenges. Bird hunt. I need to kill 20 dodos, and I'll get a dodo trophy. Buccaneer in training. You need to kill 40 pigs. Discovery. Key discoveries. The map. I don't have a ship yet. Additional meat. Put that there. Alright, why can I not figure out how to make this? Those are my torn boots. I need to make new boots. Islander. No. Sailor backpack, torn sailor bag. Stone bullets. Well, maybe I need to make craft. Maybe I need to craft fabric. Craft boots. It didn't add anything to the list. Inventory, map, adventure, unstuck settings. I don't have a ship yet. Other resources that I've picked up here. boots. Show and journal. Kill a boar and obtain its hide. Set up a camp. Light the bonfire. Okay, urgently need new boots. Is there something I have to do or can do at the bonfire? Workers. I don't have any workers or any camp info yet. Crafting stations. Upgrades can only be built within an area around the bonfire. Don't need to place upgrades right next to your crafting stations. Inside the camp area, the character gains rested. When crafting or building, resources are taken from the character's inventory from all containers. Okay, that all seems good. That's the bonfire. We set the revival point of the tent. That's sulfur. Oh, there's a down there. Rope. Did I not? I got rough hides. Future boots or a hat. I have some copper bullets. Curios. Broken heirloom medallion. Yep, we have a talent tree. Huh. I keep coming back here because it seems like this is where it should be. I hear something making noises in the not too distant distance. So you're playing Hytale with mods? If so, which batch of mods? We have a Thorn Fiddler. No wood. Interesting. There's two icons underneath my head. There's B for the hammer, and then there's a human icon next to it. Like. Oh. Got a bit of loss. Oop, we have a boat. Not mine. Quick Google looks like you need to find schematics. It maybe it then. Okay, thank you. From Bannercamp, there was a schematic in the hole. Thank you so much. I did see what looked like a plan or something in the hole next to where I am, and I just didn't want to go down because I wasn't sure I'd be able to. Oh, we've got undead. And he's kind of stuck on the pit, and that's helping. I got undead essence. There was letter to a good friend. Smuggler's chest, oil lamp, and fast travel bell. Decoration, pier decorations. We got rum. We don't have to worry about where the rum's gone, anybody. We're full? Is that what this is? Is it telling us we're full? I already have that. Can I make... Oh, I don't know. How about a little storage of some kind? Would be nice. Or... armor and clothes. There we go. Now I need root beer. I don't think rum would go with it with that particularly well. Not that I would say no to trying. I need a lot more fabric. Okay, so figured it out. Miss T gave me the pointer. Not a direct route, but the correct route. Right. Yep. Over here, we need more coarse fabric. Take that. Also, I like not having to have the crafting times. That seems good. Build. Make sure we got the right thing selected. Armor and clothes. Workbench thingy. Oh, they've got that's the layout for building. That was the problem. A roof is required. Okay. A roof is required. A roof. There was pre-built structures. Hut frame requires a lot of plant fiber. That requires an awful lot of plant fiber. We can build a hut. I'm gonna build a hut. So I'm gonna Java it up, which means I've got to collect a whole metric shit ton of plant fibers. It's like 250 or something like that. But if I need a roof, I don't know if you noticed how often I missed that plant while trying to chop it. It was dodging me. It had a very, very high dodge rate. It was 240. Okay, it's going to take a minute. I'm going to be chopping down plants and the appropriate fiberage. I will have plenty of fiber in my diet. We are 74. So it's going to take another couple of minutes. Thank you, Miss T. There's something sparkling over here. Oh, a couple of plant fibers I hadn't picked up. That was injudicious of me. You always want to clean up after yourself when you're chopping down the entire fucking forest of, well, plants. We're almost halfway there. We are very nearly halfway there. We are over halfway there. I want to thank all of you for sticking with me through our incredibly arduous journey of collecting plant fibers. I couldn't have done it without the prayers of every single one of you. I'm sorry, I just get so moved. I could build the other one, but really, let's just go ahead and give ourselves a hut. Might as well give yourself a nice place to hang out. It is pretty much a constant for me in these survival games. I'm pretty much always overbuilding. Like, oh, I need shelter. Let's make a 20-room mansion. You know, basically most people in Dune Awakening are making a little 2x2x1. And I'm going, nah. Let's make it a 3x6x2. I don't know. You say it's therapeutic, man. My arm's getting tired. I've been chopping for, feels like a week. That was a lot. I don't have enough inventory space. Okay. So, I'm going to drop a coconut over here because I may need a coconut later. You can never tell when you're going to need a coconut. I mean, I can't tell you how often in my day-to-day life I think, God damn it, I'm out of coconuts. Happens all the time. So, if you were around last night, you would have heard my whining about being cold, because I was cold. I'm going to eat a little more soup. Delicious. Okay, not working. I was cold because it was cold. My heater's out. I'll spare you further details. It's been quite cold lately. For the Bay Area, it's been cold. Not for, like, most of humanity. But in the Bay Area, it's been cold. And my heater's been out. And so, yesterday in the afternoon, I ordered for evening delivery a space heater. The space heater is faster, and as far as I can tell, more efficient at heating my place than the heater was. So I may just stick with the goddamn space heater. It's a little thing. It's like, you know, about yay big, right? Here. It's about twice the size of this. About 2 of these high, right? I have an 800-ish square foot condo, and it's heating it faster and more efficiently, I expect, than the big blower and such system down in my garage. So, I'm going to find out what it would cost to replace the garage system, but I'm in no hurry to do so anymore. I'm in shirt sleeves again. I'm not bundled up in a hoodie with the hood over my head because it's freezing. Well, okay. Most of the last 3 days has been between 60 and 62 in my place. Well, 62 to 64 mostly, which is still chilly to cold. At least for an old man like me with my old bones, it's been cold. It's 70, maybe 71. It's glorious. I was going to build. Going to build presumably on. So, wow. Okay. Honestly, guys, I can't see where the hell I'm building. Oh, there was a place there where it flashed in that I could build it, I think. We're going to need a little bit more of an open space. Well, you know, I'm trying to no longer put off the Sith vibe. Okay, I can't say this is the best method for trying to figure out where you're going, but, you know. Oh, there it was. We had green. It says it's unstable, but it's green. Why is it unstable and green at the same time? Oh. Okay, that's not unstable. That's my new house. Presumably, oh, I'm down here again. Can I pick up the rum? I did want to get the rum. Good, we got the rum. Got it? No, we didn't. Now we've got it. We've got the rum, boys. So, we need. It even has a door. No, we don't need that. Pillars and beams, stairs and fences. Stairs, sticks. Stairs, stone. We're not up for stone yet. How about that one? That one better? I think that one's probably better. I have A house. My house in the middle of the street. Not really a street, but, well, you don't understand what can I move these? I'm betting I probably can't move it, but I can probably destructamundo it? Oh, I get it. Looks okay. We need 2 more coarse fabric. And now we can make our boots. I have made boots. I will wear my survivor's boots. I will throw away my torn boots. These rags were once fine clothes. No, fine clothes is whatever I'm wearing. So apparently now this is considered to have a roof over it, because I guess it kind of does. So I can use it, even though it's not inside. New plans to learn in curios. New discoveries available. Mine copper ore in the nearest cave. We have a cave. That's it. It's due north. Okay, we will continue to go in that direction. I heard something. I heard something. Something here ain't right. Pardon me, that was more southern. Something here ain't right, mate. You know what I mean? There's something. A boar. Looks like it might even be I think it's a boar. It might be a bear. It's a sow. Cave over here somewhere. I want to be careful approaching the cave. We've already had to kill one undead. Now this must be the cave. Wherein there is copper. Or so we are led to believe. Uh-huh. I don't have a torch. We can drop those. Don't need those anymore. A torch. Can I make a torch? Floor standing torch. How about a torch? Storage. Beds. Should probably make some. I'm going to go back. Granted, it's not. There's a boar. I'm going to head back. We're going to build a little bit of storage. We're going to drop all of the stuff that we don't need to be carrying around with us everywhere into the storage. So far, it's not especially piratical. It's slightly piratical. But right now, it's survivable. And I'm perfectly good with a survival. Build storage and beds. We're going to need a bed sooner or later, right? Anyway, storage basket. And we don't have that yet. Wood and plant fiber. That we've got. Structure is not unstable. The owner, on the other hand, maybe. All right. Peppers. Right click to move. Oh, I ate one. I ate raw freaking peppers. Dodo eggs. So that we won't go the way of the dodo. Oil lamp. An oil lamp. But I don't have any. I do have. Do I have? Can I make the animal fat into oil? I'm going to find out. But the rest of this stuff, undead essence, yuck. Used to build fast travel points. We'll keep that here. And let's see if we can... Hey, the sun's coming up tomorrow. Sorry, I apologize to humanity for that. Can we make oil? Not obviously. This is clothes and stuff. Plans and recipes. We will be needing more stuff to make more things, obviously. But we have boots. And really, all a man needs in life is boots. Ooh, we have a coconut. We can put our coconut back now. Pardon me. I need to take care of this. Us guys, we always have to be playing with our nuts. Rearranging them, you know. It's nature. Where did I put my cooking thing down? Oh, over there. Cooking fire. Create. We cannot make oil from the fat. It was worth trying. Okay, how about a torch? Can we make a torch? Not yet, that I can see. Hair kit, rope, bandages. Maybe we'll have to go in during the day then. It doesn't look like we can make oil for the lamp because it's empty. In which case, the oil lamp and the fat. Well, actually, I'll keep the oil lamp on me in case I find a source of oil. The stone can go in there. Oh, look, we're headed for a beautiful morning. Sort out. New updates in the journal. Let's see. Discovery. I can fill an oil lamp. Fast travel bell. Now craft the following things. Those weren't in my options earlier. Or do I have to actually unlock them by clicking on the quest? Is there another workbench type deal I'm missing? Crafting and utilities. Fast travel point, workbench, cooking, armor, clothes. Doesn't look like we have a floor standing torch, we have a bonfire, we have a tent, and fast travel. Storage and beds, we've got the storage covered. You can make wooden labels for your storage. I like that. Floors and walls, who needs those? Floors, walls, special walls. I have special walls. Roofs. It's just in my nature, I have to get away all of the little icons and say, you haven't looked at this yet. Pillars, windows, and doors. Stairs and fences, decoration. Shelves, wardrobes. Canopies. I mean, but if we had canopies, I don't even know how we'd open them. Ba-dum-bum. Bottle crate, wine barrels, fishing barrel, fishing barrel. Farming, not in game yet. Pre-built structures, yep, that's what I used. So, no oil. Okay. Let's see if I missed anything down here. I mean, I picked up this message, the letter to a good friend. I don't know if that is... Oh, we have its wreckage. Did I just not see that big pile of wreckage that's right over here? I did. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would have worked. Hey, Felson. Long time no see. Or here, or, you know, fill in the blank. Hope you've been doing okay. Well, the sun is coming up. Maybe we can see in the cave without any light. Oh, colitis. Ulcerative colitis. What was second prize? Yuck. Yeah, that ain't great. Actually, that's pretty crappy. Sorry to hear it. We have light. Oh. There's enough light. Then we can use... Nope, that's the axe. That's the pickaxe. Off and on. Most of the time. Usually 5 or 6 days a week. Okay, that's not. Is this something that I can whack with a hammer? I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's a pickaxe. Well, that's the entry. I don't appear to be hitting. Maybe those are... That may be... Okay, yeah, that is... This is pure copper ore. So those are just the glowing things that are allowing me to see. I was never good at bowling. I tried. Not like enormous amount. I tried. We've got some copper. I'd like to get a little bit more. As I said, I do like to overbuild and over... I actually do remember those names. I occasionally would watch bowling when the PBA was on ABC, but not often. Some. As when Gold play this, it seems interesting. Ocean looks cool. Yeah, I'm nowhere near the ocean yet. It is so far, in my opinion, it is a perfectly competent survival game. Now, what is going to make it, special or not special is whether it can actually, get the pirate feel. If it can feel piratey, then they may have something on their hands. But right now, it's relatively standard survival fare. Not completely. Wow, welcome to Southfest 2026. You can certainly make a suggestion. I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to, carry anything out or maybe even pay attention. I can be kind of a jerk at that. If it's about volume, I have tried. Lord knows I have tried. Some people report an issue with the volume. Smelt copper ingots. There's a dude. It's Dr. Galen. No, I'm not in OBS. I'm in Streamlabs OBS. Kimmo suggesting I get some blackberry muffins, not blueberry. Linear. The standard is blueberry. Now, some people have reported it's a problem. Some people have no problem with it at all. Blueberry. Okay. Well, yeah, blueberry. I wish I had, Kimmo. How have you been? So high on pain meds, sorry.
Captain.
I hope it's good high, not like icky high. Thank God it's you. Cannot imagine how glad I am to see you, Captain. You hired me but a day before we sailed, so allow me to introduce myself again. Galen Skelton, ship surgeon. I am truly glad you survived. Right-click on the mic, Augs Streamlabs, or click the gear. There's a filters tab. Let you post-process the digital output. I'm willing to poke at it for a minute here. Mic Aux. Use a gain filter and limiter in that order, and then just push the gain filter up. Give me a second. I'm going to screenshot what you just said and drop it into a document on my desktop. Pardon the flashbang. And I will check it after stream. Thank you very much. I need a new document. Ugh, that won't work. Damn it. Give me just a second, everyone. I promise I'll be right back with you. Don't believe his lies. My lies. Try that again. No. That'll work fine. That'll work. Come on. Microsoft, why do you make so many things so difficult? There we go. All right, I've got it cut and pasted. Let me get back here. Thank you. I will look at that off stream and see if I can make things work. Minus 15 with my voice, so we push it up to 15 dB and have a limiter on the chain. Thank you. I'm going to cut and paste that part too. Hold on. Okay, hi, just hurt how you hurt your neck. Oh, I've had neck pains once, bad ones. Bad enough that my dad There we are. No, why is that not working? Yeah. Okay, I can work with that. Give me just a sec and I'll be back where I was making no sense at all. There we are, and there we are. Pardon me. Now I'm having... Hello? Hello? God. I'm back. Sure, that's fine. I appreciate the effort because it has been an occasional problem off and on. I should now be back. Okay. Hi, guys. Yeah, I had neck pain. I was in the middle of saying my father gave me a quarter of one of his codeine tablets that he had for his bad back. So I know how bad it could be. My neck was in spasms. I had to walk around like this all day because every time I moved over to here, it would go into spasm and I'd glory. Takes more than 2 weeks to heal. Muscle tense all the time. Well, I mean, I've had the back problem, so I can sympathize for sure. And thank you, Guy. I'm sure I said that again. How did you end up here? After the boarding, the pirates dragged me to their camp to stitch wounds and treat hangovers. Luckily, I managed to commandeer a boat and escape. A boat? Lucky I ran into you. Sticking together gives us a far better chance. Please let me stay in your camp. All right, make yourself comfortable, but I've got a few questions. I think sometimes OBS Streamlabs makes you DL the plugin separate, but usually they're in there, all free stuff. Thank you. He'll tell you everything he can. Any ideas how we can get the hell out of here? Not far from here, I saw a few ships run aground. Some of them will still look usable. Now we're getting piratical here, guys. Even so, managing repairs with just the two of us will be no easy task. Miracles do happen, of course, but without a cup of coffee, I'm hardly capable of them. Yep, so far, enjoying it. Mild, very mild. Like 5-minute roadblock. Pirates took a lot of prisoners, not just me. We need to free them. They can help repair the ship and get us back to civilization. I have rescued a crew. I need a bigger boat. Smelt copper. Where am I going to smelt the copper? Can I make a smelter? No? Can we make a smelter? We can make a charcoal kiln and a smelting furnace. Charcoal kiln, we need wood and clay. Used to produce charcoal. Used to smelt raw ore into ingots. So, we're going to need clay and stone. We're going to need more stone, and we're going to need clay. I've not found any clay yet. Should I run through the doctor? No, no. I'll resist my baser impulses. Alright, that's copper. That's the ancient ruins. Well, it's time we're going to go walkies. We're looking for clay right now. And if we, oh, we got more, another ruin of sort of Mayan looking type ruins. We have an azure dodo, which is a bigger dodo, and a regular dodo, another azure dodo. This is a 2 shields one. I will take it on if it's going to keep coming. You're going to keep coming? You want some of me? Oh, 2 of them. And one of them has got a star, so that's like a boss. Do I have the makings for bandages? I saw that could make them. That would probably be a good thing to make. Maybe I can only make those back at... Yep, so we're going to head back. See if we can't make ourselves some bandages. Bandage, what do we need? Coarse fabric. We can make coarse fabric. Let's make... We will put... Where did we put the bandages? Where did the bandages go? Ammo. Oh, did we get... Oh, we have gunpowder, and we have, looks like 1 copper bullet. We have a copper bullet. That's not going to get us far. Did I not pick those up? I did not pick those up. I have now picked them up. I can be taught, guys, contrary to popular belief. I'm going to drop more stuff off in our 1 storage bin. Let's see, is there a way... Shift-click to move, I guess? That works. Those are the bandages. Feather... Anything else we've got space for over there? Aminal fat? Yes, I said it. And sweet potatoes. You know, I'm going to hold on to the sweet potatoes because I am what I am. All right, we've got another undiscovered place in that direction. We'll go past the copper deposit and we'll see where it gets us. Pardon the yawn. Old man is still old. For those of you who haven't been paying attention. Old man is old. We pull on the bus. Does the secret door behind the bookshelf open? An excellent reference. I believe Batman had Shakespeare. And, uh-oh, we have another dodo. You want some of me? There's a reason you guys went extinct. You really, really want to do this. Batman was a good guy. So he had Shakespeare. You pull the head back, twist the knob. I have Napoleon because I'm a bad guy. And like every bad guy, you have to have a bust of Napoleon. Otherwise, you're not really... You're a poser bad guy. But 100% on the references, sir. Well done. Is this like another hole in the ground? Because that turned out to be what the previous one was. Traveler's Journal page. +1 twist of fancy. I have no idea what that means. So this is somebody else's camp. Doesn't appear to be anything here beyond that. Also have Fellowship. True. Behind Fellowship is Blade Runner. Not only... pointless boast incoming. Not only is that a poster of the Fellowship of the Rings, it's signed by Ian McKellen, Gandalf himself. Pretty good, huh? That was one of the, I think, 10 first prizes. Not the grand prize. The grand prize in the contest would have gotten me a trip to London for the premiere. But I was happy to get anything from Burger King. Burger King had a contest, and it required you to actually have a lot of knowledge of the Lord of the Rings. And even when I was, I saw it, it was on one of the paper placemats on your tray. And I saw the questions and thought, crap, these are actually difficult. Nobody who hasn't read The Lord of the Rings dozens of times is going to be able to get these without looking them up. And I got one of the top 10 prizes, or the first prizes, which was the signed poster, and then the grand prize was a trip to London. Signed by Magneto. Exactly. Very nice. You are on point tonight, guy. You are kicking it with the reference materials. Really nicely done. Also acceptable there would have been, oh yeah, I remember he played Dumbledore. Ooh, lots and lots of cayenne peppers. All right, we're looking for clay. I have no idea where we can find clay. Got a lot of sand because it's a... So, clay. It's easy to find. You just have to say, I wonder where the fucking clay is. And, oh, look. Clay. Thanks, Kimo. I've got a doorbell. 1 minute. It's a delivery. It can wait. Took me a sec to remember I have a delivery due. No, he didn't. That's what would have made it ideal, though. Instead of the bad guy reference, you could have gone, he played a wizard, but that other wizard. No, Dumbledore was Richard Harris on the first couple until he passed away, and then Michael Gambon. Whoop! Okay, big boar. Male boar. Ow! I don't think that was necessary, sir. At all. Let's try one of these bandages. Okay, they work over time. Excellent. All right. Yeah, I think you went with the more elegant solution, which was the Magneto reference for the same actor, as opposed to people always getting Gandalf and Dumbledore confused. It's definitely the better reference. I worked with what I had left. Smelt copper ingots. For that, I need crafting and utilities. I need more stone. Well, I guess I need to get stoned. Ha! Ha! And we need wood as well. Charcoal. I don't know if we're going to need the charcoal kiln. I think we're probably going to have that to make the smelter. Alright, we got a bunch of wood. We're going to need some stone. We still didn't get wood? Did I not get wood from chopping down the tree? I guess I didn't. Did I not pick it up? Is that the problem? I didn't pick it up. That only had 4 wood from the whole tree? That just seems unlikely. That had 2 wood. Oh, we got coconuts. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. That's a really old guy reference, by the way. It got to be faster to just run around and pick this crap up. Oh, another dodo. All right. I've had enough of your type. We got a dodo head. That makes 2 of us. I have no available inventory slots. Really? I'm full again? Sure am. Dumbledore was a wizard who was gay. Ian McKellen was gay and played a wizard. Dumbledore is Gandalf confirmed. See? That's just simple science. Let's see. That can go in. That can go in. Those can go in. That can go in. That can go in. And pepper seeds. That's for the eventual plans they have for farming. I'm going to go ahead and, if I can, make another storage basket. And we can put the dodo head, the clay, that. Any of the wizards in Latro dated, though? Well, they were dated in that they came over in the Second Age, I think. Right, we need more wood. Because if we try to build... We have 12. We need 13 more wood. Out comes the axe. Got and more coconuts. More coconuts. That was 5. Nice. This one's about to go. Timber! Seems like the fronds should be used for something. One more tree ought to give us sufficient, I think, to be able to make the charcoal kiln and the smelter. That was it. That whole tree gave me 2 wood. Robbed. I was robbed. Need a pickaxe or better. Need an iron pickaxe or better. Okay, well, that's going to be my homestone. Whoever smelt it, dealt it. I make that joke, or I also make the alternate joke. He who smeltered it, dealtered it. I was going to say all the time, but all the time would imply that's the only thing ever coming out of my mouth. Frequently. So the fact that I make the joke frequently makes me think that maybe you ought to want to rethink. Okay, come on. There you go. I'm trying to turn you. Why won't you turn? Okay, we now have... Quite all right. Are you kidding? I admire a man with similar sensibilities in bad humor to myself. Okay, now, can we smelt copper ingots? We need charcoal. I was correct. We are going to need the kiln. Oh my god. There, fire. What can I say? I have been killing it of late. Two wood. Okay, 6 wood is better. Never. No, so far this is a perfectly reasonable survival game. Nothing especially standing out yet. Seems solid. Let's craft. That'll do for now. Oh, these actually have a crafting time. Interesting. Yes, full circle. Potter to potter. Balance in all things. Is that 1? Is that 1 or is that 6? My bet is on 1. It is. We also get ash. You good ash. I'm bad ash. Good ash. Bad ash. Little goody two shoes. Sorry. Not really sorry, but you know. So it looks like what, about 30 seconds or so per charcoal. So it's the first time we have run into into crafting time. But we should be able to make 2 ingots. So it requires 4 copper ore. Oh, 6 copper ore and 1 charcoal. to make copper, to smelt copper. Quest updated. Craft a melee weapon. I'm going to guess, is that going to require a new crafting bench? Sawhorse. That requires 10 copper ingots, so that's not it. Cutting table. Cooking fire upgrade. Works only in the bonfire. Workbench upgrade. Let's see what the workbench offers us now. Okay. Copper axe and pickaxe, which are going to require 5. We're going to need a lot more copper. Boys, we're going to need a lot more copper. And over here, armor and clothing. Craft a melee weapon, huh? That going to be the sawhorse upgrade? Well, I can go get some more copper. We're going to need that. We know we're going to need more copper, so. This is my island, and I think I will call it Tahiti. I'm sure that's not taken. It's a name I just made up. I'm hungry again. Can I eat a coconut? I can. Waste rock. Stone and copper. Get my stamina back. I'm tired. Despite my age, I don't have stamina problems, you know, for that kind of activity. Hammer. Getting lots of stone, not much copper. 18. I think I had like 4 left. Copper ore. Copper ore. Probably your first tornado of the year. Could be an interesting season for weather. It's been unseasonably chilly here in at least in the South Bay of the Bay Area. A couple nights ago, temperature got down to 34. And we get down to temperatures like that. I've been here for 30 years, 32 years. And I think maybe 2 or 3 times we've had to run taps to make sure that the pipes didn't freeze. And as far as I know, nobody actually had that problem of them freezing. And of course, this is when my heater has been out for 3 days. That was great. Yeah, it wasn't producing heat, but it was producing not freezing temperatures. The enclosure with the blower has a pipe of hot water flowing through it that's supposed to be getting pumped through the coils. But just that pipe being there made the air that was getting blown up here about 62. So it was enough that I could bundle up and not freeze to death, but it sure wasn't comfortable. However, the little space heater behind me is doing a faster and I think more efficient job of heating my place than the actual heater did. Oh no, I'm not going the right way. I'm going the wrong. I am going, in fact, the entirely wrong. Exactly. I'm a Bay Area born and raised. So yeah, 62 for me is chilly outside. Inside, that's bleeping cold. But yeah, I've got Canadian friends who, if they were less polite, would mock me mercilessly. Well, I mean, they mock me mercilessly, but for other reasons. All right, we take all that. All right, we need more charcoal. Sure, let's just chark it all up. You're officially a Canadian now. Congratulations. I'm sure as someone from Brazil, you enjoy the mild winters. No? I am pretty merciless mocker. That is certainly true. But I am a firm believer in those of us who dish it out better as fuck be capable of taking it. So, yeah. If they are mercilessly mocking me, it is probably because I've done something to deserve it, and I don't dare complain. That looks like speaking of storms, we have an incoming hurricane. Probably not, but it does kind of look that way. I don't mock. I poke fun mercilessly. Anyone who has known me for a while knows that I don't waste time poking at people that I don't like. So if I'm poking fun at you, it's because I like you. That may not be a rational approach to basically anything, but yeah. No, Lenz only pretends to be a jerk to the people he likes. He's not a jerk to the people he doesn't like. Wait, I'm sure that makes sense. Alright, I am supposed to craft a melee weapon. I've been trying to poke at you a little. You kind of have to have a feel for someone before you start poking. Because some people have sore spots, and some people have limits, and some people can't pick up on the fact that it's meant in, if not, in at least good nature. You have POTS, plain old telephone service, because that's what POTS means to me. So you enjoy the winters way more than the summers in Brazil. Summers in Brazil, I imagine, are hot and humid, so yes. I would definitely rather have cold winters than hot, humid summers. Weather is good only for tourists. You hate 365 days of summer there. Yeah, I mean, there are so many places in this country where the temperatures I would find lovely, marvelous, but the humidity would turn me into 100 plus kilos of goo. Your limits are too far, so do your worst. No, don't you dare threaten me with a good time. Postural orthostatic tachycardia. I believe you have mentioned it. Yes. Blood likes being all in your legs. Oh, just walk around on your hands. What's your complaint? You kids today are soft. You're soft. See, that's what I mean about poking fun. I told her she was going to easily and successfully get her citizenship on the citizenship test. Yeah, I don't know the details. I'd rather give it a skip. I should probably chop down some more trees. But for a guy like me who spent years in IT, POTS means plain old telephone service. That's the actual, real phrase that is used to describe landlines. I helped her be calmer? Good. I knew it was something you were nervous about, but I was pretty sure you had it wired. Heart has to work harder to pump blood to your brain because you're 5'2" is way too tall. Yeah, I mean, it must get in the way of your career as a professional basketball player. Unfortunate. I can make copper bullets. I can make the empty oil lamp now, but I still don't see a way of making a weapon, a melee weapon. Maybe the dock?
I remain at your service.
How'd you manage to escape? How do you know where we are? Do you know anything about the markings on my body? How often do you visit brothels? I knew a fellow once, caught all manner of things there, once even a wife. I take it they appeared after the pirate attack. Tell me if you feel unwell, even if it's only a bit of dizziness. I do not want to be left alone on this island. So, he cannot help me farm, forge, make weapons. So the workbench doesn't have my... Let's go ahead and take another look here and see if I missed anything. We have fast travel point, tent, floor standing torch, bonfire. The sawhorse. I'm going to need more copper, more wood. It's a workbench upgrade. I guess that has to be the thing that... Oh, no. That's the thing. The weapon bench. Wood. I need 3 more wood and 4 more copper. Somehow I wasn't seeing it. I'm going to say it's because you guys were willing me to not see the obvious thing that was in front of me. How do you do that? Don't have one of those which? A brain or a heart? See? You see? Poke, poke. Now all I can do is, hey, it didn't fall over. It fell over. No, it didn't. Ha-ha! Victory is mine. I am reminded of Gabriel Byrne's line from Miller's Crossing, Coen Brothers movie, where a guy says, "Look into your heart." He says, "What heart?" Bang. I think I can pick up, I think I have enough copper over here now. Do I? Do I? I have exactly enough copper, or 1 more copper than I need. I will take that copper. I will take it to the bank, you know. Now we can build, make sure we've got the right thing selected, personal weapons and ship fittings. Roof required. Okay, let's see. How do I destroy things? This could be, do I use... No, can't. How do I move things? Can I move things? Let's see. What's the bottom? Rotate. Move. Z and move up or down. Let's move up or down. Building options. Exit. We have a demolition mode, okay? it's still there. Destroy demolition mode. Destroy block. Not enough resources to make. Okay. Okay, there we go. Did we get everything back? That's the question. Okay, we do. All right. Then I need to drop it somewhere over here. Try again. This part of the interface is, I'm going to be generous, a bit inelegant. Okay, it should now be covered. It is. A club. Ooh, a rapier. A saber. Oh, let's see. The club is 100 attack. 240 crude. And B. I'm guessing that's the stats that is required to do damage, and that it uses strength. Look at whoops. Sorry. Look at those guns. Look at the might, the power, the sag. Never mind. So that requires wood and copper. The rapier, 230 pierce. That was 240 crude. Pardon me, I have to eat another coconut. So 240 crude damage, 230 pierce, 225 slash. Pistol is 360 pierce. Your husband's wife is watching this. I'm sorry, Kimo. So, is she seeing anybody? I need more rough hide. No, I have enough rough hide. I need more copper ingots. We need more copper ingots for either a rapier or a saber. I ain't using no damned club. I am a civilized murderous pirate, so I need more copper. I need 4 more copper. Take all. All right, we are making more copper, and when it's done, we'll be able to make ourselves a melee weapon. Is she seeing anyone is one of my standard jokes I make. A streamer will, talk about their mom. Something nice about them. And again, it's about reading the room. If I know the streamer and some of the audience knows me, I might ask, she sounds great. Is she seeing anyone? I like that. That's good too. Is your wife single? Very much my kind of humor is reliant on reading the room. Knowing the things that the people I'm talking to will find funny, and knowing the things that they might find offensive and avoiding those. And it's why over time, generally, I think I get a certain type of sense of humor in the people who want to hang out and listen to me babble, and that they find the things I say funny. Doesn't say that they're funny, but they have similar senses of humor to me. I believe we only needed 4. We'll take the... Oh, now that'll give us 4. We need 1. It's about knowing the people you're poking fun at and reading the room. Metaphorically reading the room. Anyway, let's see. Now the question, or one of the questions, I need another piece. Oh, nope, nope. Okay. I need two more. Two more. Now, do I want the slashing attack or the piercing attack? A balanced rapier without excess. Its guard is studded with chips, jagged notches from hundreds of parried blows. Still, it's beautiful. Or a saber. No, hold on. There are a couple of options they've left out. They left out the broadsword. Okay. I mean, really, sure. Rapiers, sabers, those are nice. But I mean, it's tough to beat a good old-fashioned broadsword. No? And if broadswords aren't your thing, I'm pretty sure katanas work. You know? You just pull them out and you carve them up. It's simple. It's just science. Now, I bet you don't see streamers bust that out every day. Yeah, I would agree. Anyone here for a few minutes will get the fact that my humor is sarcastic. To some degree, at least, self-mocking. Yes, I have made many jokes about. There's an item in Blueprints called a magnifying glass, and I've been watching because it's a game. It was my game of the year for last year, and so I will watch streamers I don't know particularly well, and they'll talk about, you know, someone will say, "Okay, I've got the magnifying glass," and I'll put in, you know, something along the lines of "You rang," and get a laugh from my name. And let's see, somewhere there was a picture of two of me side by side. It's two lenses. I'm making a spectacle of myself. The saber seems piratical. I think the saber is the way to go. It's more piratical, I think, than the rapier. The rapier it's French. No offense to any Frenchmen out there. Cuisine. Language, on the other hand, it's weird. I have hit level 2. I have 3 stat points. I have a talent point, and I have a saber. No Québécois? Well, the Québécois have poutine. They don't need anyone else's approval. That is my saber. It's a broken blade. Where's my saber? I have a saber now. My broken blade was doing 195 slash. This will do 225 slash. As B versus C rating. Is that speed rating? Oh, I bet that's speed rating. Got it. That's a little picture of a hare or rabbit. Now I'm piratical. Arr. New plans to learn in Curios. New discoveries available. New quest updates in Journal. Rescuing crew. Find the pirates' camp and free the captives. Dr. Galen told me there are captives in the camp he escaped from. I should find it and free the lads. I need a bigger boat. Discovery. These are things I have discovered and can now make. Very nice. Churro donut holes. If I'm going donuts, now I ate more donuts than I ever want to think about in college because I was on the speech and debate team. And that time, a lot of times, all there was for breakfast and lunch. Krispy Kremes. Those I'll eat. Let's see. Character. Adventure. Oh, Islander. Tutorial. Did I finish it? I finished the Islander tutorial. I have finished the tutorial. Game over, man. Game over. I need to kill 15 more dodos. And 33 more boars. Character. Curios. Decoration. Pier decorations. A winch, a flagpole, a pier crane, and a few coils of rope. Letter to a good friend. Henry, you treacherous bastard! Whom have you pissed off this time? Some madman is chasing my people all over the Caribbean. Half of our caches have been destroyed, and suppliers are refusing to deal with us. We've lost dozens of shipments, and we'll lose plenty more if you don't resolve this. We can barely hide from Blackbeard's cutthroats, and now this new mess on top of it. We're going to lay low for a while. I'd advise you to do the same, since the bounty for your cunning ass hasn't been lifted. Sort this shit out, and maybe we can finally share a drink at the tavern again. Marita. Had I known I was doing a woman's voice, I would have put more venom in. Came across a smuggler's cache yesterday, found a pinch of gunpowder and a bottle of rum. If their other hideouts are as bare, it must be in bad shape. Rumor has it that smuggling on Tortuga is run by Henry Every. Probably nonsense. His fancy hasn't put to sea in 20 years. Though once they told legends about him. One of them says Henry took an Indian ship whose holds were bursting with treasure. With the first broadside, the lucky pirate shot away the mainmast and went on board. Mr. Every fought at the fore and crossed blades with the Indian captain. They seemed evenly matched until the Indian slipped Henry, pressed a blade to his throat, tore away the face-covering cloth, and froze, staring at a beautiful woman, a princess of the Mughal Empire. The ship's true captain was hiding in the hold like a coward. Henry had him keel-hauled, but ordered that princess and her escort left untouched. After that, Henry Every vanished with the riches. No one saw the princess again either. Some said she threw herself into the sea, others that she married a fortunate corsair. Whether Henry Every built a smuggling network on Tortuga, I couldn't say, but whoever did, my thanks. I waited out the rain in the cache and moved on. I'll bury the excess gear nearby. Beneath a tree marked with a red rag. Maybe I'll visit this place again one day. Ooh. Was there a second page to that? I didn't. Oh. Apparently that had a recipe in it. Something like it anyway. Progression. Ah, so strength, it uses agility. I see. So I have 3 points. And these affect your game in various ways. Mastery is critical hit chance. Vitality is health. Endurance is the stamina bar. Agility is agility-based weapons. Strength is strength-based weapons. Precision is precision-based weapons. Probably should have gone with the rapier, because the rapier then, I noticed that the that pistol was also a precision-based weapon. Do I know how to use the VST plugins? I do not. Let's go with agility and precision and vitality. My maximum hit points been increased. We also have talents in the game. I have 1 talent point. So we have what? Swords, like heavier weapons, pistols, and hook for hand. That's probably not actually the name. Deep cuts increases slash damage by 3. Dash and jump actions consume 10% less stamina. Thinking a way more tech-savvy guy than most. Forgot there are high-quality ways of processing Studio on OBS. Oh, OBS is a far, far more powerful streaming software than Streamlabs. I even fiddled around for a while with Twitch. Twitch briefly had their own streaming software. And it was really simple and straightforward, but it didn't have anywhere near the functionality for that Streamlabs has. And Streamlabs is nowhere near the amount of options and complexity that OBS has. Well, Streamlabs is built on OBS. So you can call it Streamlabs, you can call it Slobs, which I have called it many times. But it's built on it's a platform built on top of OBS. It's a subset of OBS. Yeah, it's all got the same foundations because it's built right on top. Surgical cuts increase critical hit chance with one-handed melee weapons. Okay, over here we have damage resistance while wielding two-handed. Bone Crusher. No. Planning ahead improves gun reload speed, pierce damage, critical, extra bonus damage, just a flesh wound, damage resistance, temporal health gain when taking damage. Grants 20 additional stamina. That's not bad, but I think we're gonna go agile because I myself am. I am as agile as a gymnast. Say one who's been dead for 15, 20 years. Well, let's see what we have next. When enemies within 10 meters, your melee attacks deal 3%. When only one enemy, so duelist. After perfect block, your critical hit chance is increased by 5% for 12 seconds. Quick strikes. So it looks like then the talents are completely combat-based at this point. Let's go with slash damage by 3%. Crit. I think crit. I like crit. And I cannot lie. That's not true. I can lie. Like a dumb mug. Library. Letter to a good friend. Oh, okay, that was Marita. That's where it was. Great Streamlabs lets you add your own plugins. VST are basically a DLL that handles audio without much need for an ACO. Not familiar with ACO. I'm certainly familiar with DLLs. No, I have been pretty minimalist when it comes to the tech for the streams. I got them working, and it was one of those things where nothing's falling apart. I'm just going to back away. I could try to make it different, change some stuff, but mostly I've just left it alone because it worked the first time I tried it. Granted, I had to do the setup, and it didn't take me more than, 20 minutes or half an hour to get the streaming software set up and functioning correctly. So since then, audio blocks. And so since then, I have done very little. When I have something new, a new function that I specifically want to add, or, for instance, right now I'm dual streaming this. I'm using Restream to stream both to the Twitch and to YouTube, so people can watch on either. And much to my surprise, that's been very successful. I've gotten a lot of people watching historically, on YouTube, and it's been very useful for me. Audio can get messed up on Windows. Windows audio has always been what's a kind term for an enormous steaming pile of crap? An enormous steaming pile of crap. The number of times where I do an update, Windows update, I have to check all of my sound settings on Discord, on my streaming software, on Streamlabs, because it will set defaults on devices to a long hexadecimal string. That was Turtle Deer. Is it Turtle Deer Devil? Or Turtled Ear Devil? Either way, thank you, and I have a spiel. Hold on. Linux. I professionally supported Red Hat, and I personally dabbled in Ubuntu. That's my Linux experience. However, my Unix experience is ridiculous. For the follow I just received. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Good evening. And I have not used Linux for 15 years. So I cannot speak to how well it handles things like that in any modern Linux. My experience in Linux is very dated. Better than Realtek drivers. Well, yeah, I understand that NVIDIA drivers are more effective than 3DFX ones, too. But every time, not every time, frequently, I'd say 30 to 40% of the time when I have a software update from Windows, it fucks with the sound settings for my devices. And turning my Yeti mic, the indicator that Yeti, blue Yeti microphone. And it'll convert that into like 32 hexadecimal digits, which is not actually functional. All the time bringing AI over to Windows from Linux. That's been your life for months. Windows resets a lot of the settings back to defaults. It's not even setting them. Sometimes, you're right, it does sometimes set them to default, which is never what I want. But sometimes it sets them to just a long string of hexadecimal digits that, as far as I know, aren't actually pointing towards any physical or logical device. So, I finished this up. Right. Got all this done. Yes. I think I'm going to call it an evening here, as much as I actually enjoy the technical details, which I will ramble on for a bit longer after I give my spiel. You built an AI you can stick in a vacuum up the mic and not hear it when talking. However, it's struggling real time on Windows. That doesn't surprise me. Linux, I would expect, is going to have a much lower to the hardware tier of access. Generally, most Unix systems or Unix-based systems are going to be that way. Anyway, I will continue talking tech for a couple of minutes, but I do want to say, for those who are non-technical, doing three AI handshakes, and it's tough. Yeah, Windows is not going to be elegant at the lower level, my experience. For those of you who are non-technical, I want to thank everyone, technical or not, for hanging around. I really genuinely appreciate it. I should be back tomorrow at my usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand with more of my crap. I am enjoying this so far. It is just a demo. Pardon, I have to eat a coconut. And how strong am I? I'm strong enough to bust open a coconut with my bare hands. So pretty strong. But I plan on being back here playing some more of this tomorrow at the usual time. Again, thank you all very much for hanging out. Hopefully you'll see me soon. I hope the rest of your Thursday. Is it Thursday or Wednesday? Holy shit, I can't even keep track of the days. Wednesday or Thursday or possibly Friday, I don't even know it. Goes great. Take care and ciao for now. Bye, guys. I will babble. It's Friday Eve. Don't do that to me. Don't mess with me like that. Regarding the technical stuff, I just wanted to not boast, but because of my long history with Unix systems. So familiarity with Unix is not a direct translation into Linux, but I have spent time on Unix systems, everything from Apple's AUX, their original Unix, IRIX, which was Silicon Graphics, Digital, Ultrix, BSD 4.3, Sun OS, Solaris, and the big daddy, Cray, Unicos. So, as an old-time tech guy who has also spent 20 plus years supporting Windows machines, I feel your pain, my friends. I feel your pain. No, the back pain has actually been good for about a week now. It was very bad a couple of weeks ago, but it's fine now. I am pleased to report. I am exultant to report. But nature is making its call, and so I must adieu. Again, thank you guys all, one and all, for hanging. I do hope you'll see me soon. Back tomorrow, usual time. And everyone, take care. And ciao for now. Have you seen my chair? I have the worst, supposedly the worst possible chair in the world for a guy with a bad back. Straight back, hard back chair. No, this one's metal. This is what I sit in. Straight back, hard back chair. It's metal. Theoretically, the worst thing in the world for a back. But it works for mine. Anyway, thank you guys. Yep, it's the only thing that does. Straight back, hard back chairs. Everyone else, you'd be crazy to use it. I